Hi, friends. I'm Phoebe.
I'm Keiara.
And welcome to the I Don't Want to Make This Too Long podcast.
The podcast for girlies that like to gossip via 20-minute voice messages to their besties.
We did it.
We did.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
I want to start before we get into what we're going to get into today.
Okay.
I have to say something.
I have something to say.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. So, as per our first very controversial episode, I have since found out. Let me get it together. I have since found out that two of the girls that I have become friends with at school are an Aries and a Sagittarius. So, I just want to put it out there for any of the Aries or Sagittarius that listened to the first episode and were feeling particularly offended. Today I'm about to eat my words because those two girls are the first friend. So I'm in esthetician school right now, and I've made two friends, and those two girls happen to be an Aries and a Sagittarius, and I just recently found that out because one of my friends made a comment, and my other friend was like, "Oh, you're such an Aries for that," and my head swiveled around, and I was like, "Oh, are you an Aries?" And she's like, "Yeah."
You're like, "Oh, you're an Aries."
I was like, "Oh,
okay.
are you an Aries?" And she's like, "Yeah." And then I asked my other friend, I was like, "Oh, like, what are you?" And she was like, "I'm a Sagittarius." And I was like, oh my God, oh. And she immediately, the first words out of her mouth are, "Yeah, like, fuck Capricorns and fuck Pisces." And I was like, oh.
Did you get an exclusive, early listening to our first episode or something? Because Jesus Christ.
The way I was, sweating bullets and, about to shit my pants for some reason. So I was like, so I made a face, and my friend goes, "But, Capricorn, the men, though." And I feel like she only said that to, because...
Cover her ass.
And yeah, and I was like, no. It's fine. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to put that disclaimer. I get it. And she was like, "Yeah, it's because Leo, fire signs are the only ones that can handle other fire signs." And I was like, fair enough. But
so, I'm a little lost, but fair enough.
But I just think it's so funny because like I said, I'm about to eat my words today because I love them both so much. It's so funny that again, all of our opinions that we said were based on people that we have known and have met, our personal experiences. But those, it's funny that those are their twos. I love them. They're my first friends at school, and their personalities are very much those.
Right, but you still like them. It's
I do like them a lot, but I just want to put it out there. I had to tell you that because today, or not today, but when I found that out, I was like, that's fucking funny.
I also would like to say that I've remembered that there's a couple people I know that are Aries.
Really?
And because, a peek behind the curtain, we're recording this before our first two episodes have even gone up. So when I've been listening to it and we've been editing it or whatever, I've remembered that there's a couple people I know that are Aries. And in my mind, I'm like, fuck, I really hope they don't think this is about them.
Yeah.
But I mean, our opinions stand based on who we've experienced.
Right, yes.
And the people that I feel bad about offending, I wasn't even thinking about y'all in the first episode.
Right.
So I wasn't talking about you.
Right.
But yeah, that is very interesting that the two people we were just shitting on
immediately
were like, yeah, fuck Capricorns and fuck Pisces.
I think it's a thing, just amongst these four signs in general. there's just no, it really depends on like the circumstances and the people, because while the other signs that we were talking about when we were bringing up those negative traits stand true, to our point, we know people who have those signs that we love. So that's just funny. So Aries, my sincerest apologies, okay? Some of y'all are all right. All right?
Sorry, Mom. We really win it on Sagittarius's, so sorry, Mom.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Sorry, Amelia. I don't know if you'll ever see this or listen to this, but I love you. And Giselle, I love you too. Please understand that we recorded this before I knew you guys, for real. So this is not about you guys at all, or that episode is not about you guys at all, because you guys are fucking amazing people.
Also, I really want to say too quickly, if our like horror movie bracket beatdown offended you and our choices made you want to like rip your hair out and you were yelling like we were a sports team, I'm really not sorry that we ended up picking House of Wax. I'm not. I've thought about it, and after careful consideration, I think we got the best one out of that bracket. So
yeah,
you can be mad about it. Yeah.
I mean, I think we came to a pretty fair conclusion that the movie hits all the boxes, right?
And it stars someone that is on both of our brackets and talking points today.
Yeah.
Which leads us to our topic this week. We are going to be talking about early aughts, early 2000s celebrity gossip that truly changed our brain chemistry.
I'm really excited for this one.
I'm so excited for this.
She has something on her list that she refuses to tell me because it's supposed to be a surprise.
My topic is, yes, it's a surprise. It's a really good one.
I'm excited. So with that, I guess we can start. I'll start so that you can surprise me. My thing, the celebrity drama that kind of altered my brain chemistry when I first heard about it was the rumor that Chad Michael Murray cheated on Sophia Bush after or during the filming of House of Wax, because he was cheating on Sophia with Paris Hilton, who is also in House of Wax. And I just think that is absolutely crazy, because cheating on Sophia Bush.
What's wrong with you?
What is wrong? How can you?
She is the blueprint. We literally said that in the last episode, that she is the blueprint.
She is mother.
Mother is mothering.
Mother has been mothering since episode 1 of One Tree Hill. And
the girls that get it.
Exactly. So I'm going to read a little bit about...
oh, you brought notes?
Yes. Because I didn't have time to write them down. So I have them here.
You have your exhibit A, B, C, and D.
Exactly. So, February 2006, Sophia filed for annulment.
They were married?
Yes.
Oh,
they were married.
Holy shit.
They were married, and the crazy thing is, like, they were married, this happened, and they were still in like the midst of filming One Tree Hill. So it's not like this happened and they got to like go their separate ways. Like they still had to work together. So yeah.
Just like Penn Badgley and Blake Lively,
Yep.
They were only together for 2 years filming Gossip Girl and had to film the rest of the 4 fucking years making out, pretending they were together, blah, 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 in a show where they were fucking broken up in real life.
How did I forget about that? That would have definitely been on my list. It completely left my mind.
That couple really altered my brain chemistry.
I would say
maybe
so.
we'll have a list at the end of just like random celebrity couples that really...
Yeah.
On my list.
But yes, so as it stood, rumors began swirling that Chad cheated on Sophia with Paris Hilton, though they were never confirmed by anyone directly involved. Nick Carter, who was dating Paris at the time during Chad and Sophia's brief marriage, claimed that Paris cheated on him with Chad Michael Murray.
Why are I'm not going to say it because I'm going to get into it in a minute, but why are the two Carter brothers, I mean, rest in peace, Aaron, why were the two of those fools in everyone's business? They were everywhere doing everyone. What were you doing?
They were just having a good time.
Hey,
They were the originators of the Bad Girls Club.
They were
gossip.
messy
as hell. But yeah, so that was kind of where it all began. But so, after that supposedly happened between Chad and Paris, Chad and Sophia separated. She asked for the annulment, and they had to keep working together. And like at the time, in the early 2000s, Sophia would like do interviews and like, of course be asked about it or about like the breakup. And, her talking points would be the same. We were kids, like, we were stupid, whatever. But I found it interesting that she was getting flack for like making these sort of comments, but Chad's team were trying to make it seem like she was being immature for bringing it up, even though she was bringing it up in a way that didn't hurt him at all. Like, it's not like she said anything negative about him. She literally was making fun of herself and being like, we were young and we were stupid. And yeah, it was kind of awkward that we had to work together afterwards, but like, it's fine.
And she's like defending him too. I mean, like, what do you, if, I know it's like rumors or whatever, but like if Chad Michael Murray or your ex-husband cheated on you and that's the reason you're leaving him, that's a nice thing for her to pretend, oh, it was, we're just young. Like,
yeah.
What do you want her to say?
Right. Because she could have been way more.
And if she's going into interviews purposely being like, yeah, well, my ex-husband, like if someone asks her about it, like obviously she has to respond.
Right. Or like if I feel like it'd be more awkward to do the thing that other people have done, which is also on my list, of just like deny, and like make it awkward. Like everybody knows what's going on. So like, why would I be like, it'd be one thing, which she later does end up doing, is, at one point someone asked her about it, like in the later years. And she was like, you know what, I'm not going to talk about him. Like, I'm not going to talk about it anymore. And she was a little like, which good for her. She was kind of like eye rolling me, like, apparently me talking about it is like bad, so I'm not going to. And I love that she kind of responded that way, but she did ultimately was like, I'm not going to talk about it anymore because apparently some people are triggered, even though I was like totally making fun of myself with the situation. But yeah, like they were just being really petty and she was just trying to make light of a situation that obviously probably hurt her a lot.
Duh.
So yeah, so that was mine. Sorry, I got distracted. My phone just took a screenshot. I was like, what the fuck happened? But yeah, that's my first one. It was crazy during that time.
All right. Well, mine, it also involves Chad Michael Murray. Mine is like a two-parter, okay?
Okay.
My topic today is Lindsay Lohan's Little Black Book that was leaked. That is my topic for today.
Wow.
If you didn't know, Lindsay Lohan supposedly had a little black book and had a whole list written down of men, famous men, that she had hooked up with.
Damn.
Is this true or not? She kind of didn't say. She kind of said, I think I looked it up today, and she said, I quote, "People make mistakes, and I'm not gonna like apologize for making mistakes," which neither confirms or denies that this is her handwriting and this is her book. Regardless, I wrote down some of the notable names. Let's get into it. Ashton Kutcher, Joaquin Phoenix, Evan Peters, Colin Farrell, Zac Efron, Justin Timberlake, Jamie Dornan, Wilmer Valderrama, Benicio del Toro, Adam Levine, James Franco, and a key notable highlight, she claims she's had sex with Heath Ledger. Just want to put that out there. So that in combination with the historic, monumental feud Lindsay Lohan and Hilary Duff had over Aaron Carter and Chad Michael Murray. So basically, my topic today is just Lindsay Lohan's wild ride of a dating / hookup history. That's my topic for today.
Oh my God.
I went in on this topic today.
I don't even know what to say.
I want to start by saying Lindsay Lohan and Hilary Duff were like staples in our childhood. Their albums still smack. Still
I was
bangers.
just listening to Speak the other day. I was
As you
listening to it
should.
in the car.
As you should. Confessions of a Teenage Daughter. Like, are you joking? Are you joking?
Yeah, first of all, I don't know where I was or what I was doing. I did not know that Hilary Duff and Lindsay Lohan ever feuded. I knew.
What?
Yeah, I knew she had beef with Paris.
Oh no.
Like I knew about the beef with Lindsay and Paris. I did not know that Lindsay Lohan and Hilary Duff didn't like each other.
So the beef between Lindsay Lohan and Paris Hilton was like in Lindsay Lohan's like party girl era, which I
Right.
think this book is from.
Right.
The Hilary Duff Lindsay Lohan beef is like from when we were kids and like obsessed with them.
Oh.
So it started when Aaron Carter and Hilary Duff were dating. They were like literal kids, and Aaron Carter dumped her ass. I'm ditching her ass. And went to Lindsay Lohan. And then that started that whole thing. And that feud continued on until Lindsay Lohan, who dated him first? Lindsay Lohan, I think. I don't remember what happened, but Hilary Duff was in A Cinderella Story with Chad Michael Murray. And then Lindsay Lohan was in Freaky Friday with Chad Michael Murray. And I don't know, I think Freaky Friday came out first. And then when the premiere of A Cinderella Story happened, Lindsay Lohan showed up with Chad Michael Murray. So those two girly pops were really messy. So it was just funny that like when you brought up Chad Michael Murray as your topic, this all it clicked in.
I think it sounds like our topic of today is Chad Michael Murray.
Honestly, yeah, today's episode is just Chad Michael Murray.
Let's just discuss the history of Chad Michael Murray, shall we?
Let's just jump right in.
Let's just discuss his whole messy ass life and the movies that he was in that made
The
us
subsequent movies.
I mean, what really sealed the deal for me with my like obsession with him was, of course, One Tree Hill, but definitely House of Wax.
Oh yeah.
His character in House of Wax,
Oh yeah.
I was like, this is why I have problems now, because I'm attracted to this kind of man, unfortunately. Like, just problems.
See, for me, it was Chad Michael Murray and Freaky Friday. Like, that exactly is why I have problems.
No way.
It's Chad Michael. All I wanted was a man to come to my house and sing Britney Spears out of key.
My loneliness is killing me. And
That is
That
romance.
the
That's
most
romance.
iconic scene in a movie today.
And then I just want to like,
ram into
yes, tackle him like a linebacker. That scene, that movie, dude. Yes, exactly. Chad Michael Murray, why are you everywhere and everything?
And why aren't you everywhere anymore? You know what?
Well, let's not forget that he played a cult leader in the classic TV show Riverdale. That's where he ended up.
No way.
Yes, he was on Riverdale.
I didn't get far enough to witness that tragedy. But
No,
you know what's even more tragic?
that's tragic.
Now, I have no sources on this, and I could just be making this up in my mind just from what my eyes have seen.
The girly pops are just lying.
I don't want to say I'm lying. I'm speculating. Okay.
My sources are myself.
Myself and my own like conspiracy theories. But my current Chad Michael Murray conspiracy is that so with the strike that's currently happening, the actor strike, you know, a lot of people aren't working. A lot of people have come out pretty much admitting that they're broke.
Right.
I feel like a lot of actors that we used to see, the big names,
Mm-hmm.
like Chad Michael Murray. Now, I know you said he was in Riverdale. I don't know if he has any projects coming up or if he's done anything besides that recently. But I do know what I've seen with my eyes is Twitter ads for those, you know, those stupid games that
Yes.
like those stupid games when you're like on an app and like these random ads pop up,
Yes.
these stupid little phone
Weird.
games
Yeah.
that like nobody actually ever plays because like they're stupid and you have to pay for them. He was in an ad for promoting one of those stupid phone games, and I'm like, wow,
How the mighty have fallen.
things are really, really bad right now, dude, aren't they? Never in my life had I ever seen like a major celebrity do an ad for
Yeah,
those
no.
stupid games. I mean,
No.
you've seen celebrities do like commercials for like
Yeah.
smaller things and things like that. But like a random Twitter ad that I would usually scroll past, and when I first saw it and I saw Chad, I was like, oh, maybe he's like promoting like a new show or like some sort of like one of those Big Brother type of bullshit shows. No, he was promoting one of those random little phone game apps.
Okay.
And I was
Okay.
like, oh, you ain't doing shit.
No. That's, you know what? That's really interesting because I feel like as a, tangent, I feel like that happens with a lot of like those heartthrobs from when they were younger. And that sucks. Like, Chad Michael Murray isn't ugly. He's not
by
an
any
ugly
means.
man, and it's like not like he got embroiled in like some drama minus what we've just talked about. But like that's sad that it happens more often than not. And he's a good actor too. Like he has the range.
I have to wonder, again, this is just speculation. I don't know this man.
There are many schools of thought on this.
Yeah. I have to wonder if also it's a combination of just like them being difficult to work with. Because I know a lot of people, there are some people who can surpass like, there are some people who, despite them being difficult to work with, they'll still get work. How? I don't know.
Mhm.
But they will. And half the time, the people who are difficult to work with that still get work aren't even that fucking talented to begin with. So I don't understand that at all. But like, if it is the case that like Chad can't get work because he's like difficult to work with, or like, there's just no projects that fit him, it is really sad to see because like everything I've ever seen him in, he's done a perfect job. Like every role that he's been in, he's immersed himself in like a good way. Like I've never seen him play a character where I'm like, this doesn't really fit you.
Mm-hmm.
Like every role he's played, he fits.
Right, and he pulls it off.
And he pulls it off and he does an amazing performance every time, whether it's comedy or horror. He has the range, like you said. He has the range. He has the range.
If there's one thing he's going to do is give range.
He's going to give it every time. And he still looks good.
Dude, look, okay, this is another side note, but Riverdale, the first season of Riverdale, actually good. And you can fight me on that. The second season, Third season,
kind of lost the plot.
You lost the plot. I don't know what season it was that Chad Michael Murray is in. I remember giving it a try, though, to see him in it. He also plays a pretty good, creepy cult leader. So, give our boy Chad Michael Murray some roles. And his flowers, exactly. Yeah. He's a little underrated, I think.
I think so. Because, like...
And who cares that he dated Hilary Duff and Lindsay Lohan and Sophia Bush and potentially Paris Hilton?
And he might be a cheater. Maybe. And that's...
Who hasn't? Who hasn't?
And that's none of my business.
Who wouldn't date Paris Hilton?
I mean...
Just kidding.
But no, that's fair. But
you have some good talking
at the
points.
cost of cheating on Sophia Bush? No. But like Paris Hilton, like no offense, Paris, but like Sophia Bush.
Yeah, honestly, these are all jokes, okay? They're just jokes.
God.
Can y'all take a joke anymore?
Damn. God, can't say anything.
Can't say anything on this podcast.
But yeah, I think that's like a major thing. Like all of these people are connected. That's so funny. Like,
yes.
They were doing similar things.
They are. But yes, the people are all connected. One thing also I want to say about this list before we move on to other topics is I would like to know I would like to know about Heath Ledger in particular and Evan Peters.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. Heath Ledger died in 2008, I think.
Oh.
So like, what world would they even have crossed paths? Like, yeah, Lindsay Lohan was already older. Like, you know, it's not like she was a teenager, but it's like, in what world would they even have crossed paths to make that happen? And then Evan Peters too. Like, yeah, they're probably the same age, but like, y'all were not running in the same circles.
I mean, you'd be surprised
That's true.
who shows up at whose house, who shows up at
Yes.
what parties. Like,
Yes.
I'm sure they never crossed paths publicly, but like you'll be surprised who you end up seeing like randomly at someone's like house party or like house little gathering or like a club even. I mean, who's to say? Like, I don't know much of anything about Heath Ledger or his career, to be honest with you. He just wasn't ever really someone I really paid much attention to, except for when there was, of course, all the hype about his role as the Joker and him, you know, apparently being one of the best people to play that part. That's when I really started to like notice like more of what he did. No offense to anyone who's like a Heath Ledger stan. He's an incredible talent.
I'm a Heath Ledger stan.
Yes, rightfully so, because he's amazing. But I just never really knew much about him.
Yeah.
But so with that being said, I don't know much about his life or what he did in his downtime. If he was like I doubt he was a clubber, but
no, I mean, well, never know.
I never know. Exactly.
Yeah.
You never know. So like they could have met at a party, if this is even true, you know?
Right.
Like for all we know, they probably kissed or something. Like you just, you know, whatever. Yeah. It could have been nothing.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it totally is possible, even with Evan Peters especially, because like he is a little bit younger. So I wouldn't be surprised if like this person knew this person who knew this person, and somehow, we're all at the same restaurant.
Right.
Or like it happens. So hey, if this is her little book,
give her flowers.
The range of this list is so weird. Benicio del Toro?
Yeah, I was about to
and
say.
And Evan Peters? Girl.
Girl.
James. What was that?
One last thing I want to say about Lindsay Lohan is my favorite like story I've heard about a celebrity by a celebrity is that Steve-O, Jackass's Steve-O, claims Lindsay Lohan and him were doing drugs together and that she stole his drugs and then ran away. That they were at some club and they had like a table and they were doing said drugs and he either left or went to do something or whatever. And when he came back, she was gone and took all their drugs. That's one of my favorite stories I've ever heard about a celebrity.
I've never heard that. But you know what? I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't put it past her. I really wouldn't.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, Lindsay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My.
I want Lindsay Lohan to have a comeback really bad. I know she's like kind of being semi-relevant again and she just had a baby and stuff, but like when's the third album dropping?
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think it's ever coming because I allowed myself to get too excited when she released a single and it wasn't even an official release, and like she had teased this song. And I can't even remember what the song was, but she teased, this was years ago. Years ago, she teased this song, and I would listen to that teaser, and I'm like, this sounds good. Like, this sounds like old Lindsay.
Yeah.
And then she never released the song, and then she came out with another song called Back to Me, and she officially released that one. And I was like,
really?
Yeah, and I was like, this one's not even as good as the other one.
I need to check Spotify. Let me see.
Yes. So Lindsay had released the song Back to Me in 2020. And I wish I could remember what the first song was, but it was so much better. And she didn't release it. And then for like at least a year, like we got nothing.
Right.
And she was talking about how she was recording again and all this and that. Now, obviously, I don't know what was happening in her personal life, but like that never happened. And then she released Back to Me, and I was like, okay, the song is fine, but like, what happened to the other stuff?
Mm-hmm.
And then she just never released any music after that until this Christmas movie came out.
Uh-huh.
And then she did the album for the Christmas movie.
First, the hit single First from the album Speak that was released in 2004 by Miss Lindsay Lohan.
A classic.
You guys are not educated enough. And this is what we're here to do. We're here to educate the people.
Absolutely,
Let
because
the children know.
let the children know that 2004 was a superior year for music,
It was.
for pop music, for the pop girlies.
For all music, though, too, dude. Like,
Oh, yeah.
the range. We had Speak. We had Three Cheers for Sweet Revenge. We had American Idiot.
That was all 2004.
That was all 2004. And then we had other hit bangers from the pop girlies. Like, we've said it in both episodes, and I'm going to say it in the third, the duality of man.
Yeah.
We had Lindsay Lohan and we had My Chem on rotation.
Oh, yeah.
And that's why we are how we are now.
50 Cent, too.
And 50 Cent, yes.
Yeah.
And Eminem.
And Eminem.
And D12.
And D12, G Unit, all of that. All of
Period.
it. We were listening to it all. So don't ever say that we don't have the range. We have the range.
And the Disney Mania soundtrack. Let's not let's
If
not
you
forget.
want an insight into who we are as people, here's what you need to know. We were listening to 50 Cent and Disney Mania simultaneous.
Yes. I had a speaker CD player thing that had 5 CD slots that we would put on shuffle. And there was My Chem / Avenged Sevenfold.
Yeah.
Sometimes Good Charlotte.
Yeah.
Then there'd be like a D12, Eminem, 50 Cent moment. There'd be Disney Mania, particularly the Disney Mania with the Circle of Life on it. Okay. Put some respect on their
Okay.
name. Put some respect on their name. And then
Disney Circle of Stars? Yeah, had to be there.
the girlies will just, that whole like Disney Circle of Stars that they did later on with like Miley Cyrus and Demi Lovato doesn't hold a fucking candle to the OG.
It doesn't. And,
It doesn't.
And I'm a fan of that one. I'm not gonna lie. Send It On.
Oh yeah, see, Send It On
Send
doesn't
It
hold a candle.
On. Send It On is amazing, but it Disney Circle of Stars is miles ahead.
Wait. A dream is a wish your heart makes with Dylan and Cole Sprouse.
A dream is a wish your heart makes.
Wait, isn't Orlando Brown in that one too?
Yes, he's like, they put him in later because they knew he was gonna
Yes.
pop off. He came in later
With the fire.
oh my god, dude! Kyla Pratt.
Yes.
Everybody.
Who was the one that
Everybody.
said the really like high pitched girly like no matter how? It's what's his name? Phil the Future.
Raviv Ullman.
Yes. At the time,
Ricky Ullman.
He did the really like dorky like no matter how your heart is mean. Like what the fuck are you saying? What are you saying right now? I mean,
Wow.
we're gonna go down a rabbit hole
He
with
really
him.
did that. Yeah.
He was an awakening of something.
Something
Something fierce.
something fierce. He was so cute.
Oh, he was.
I mean, probably still is. Don't know.
He is. I think we found him on Instagram not that long ago. Remember me and you? One of our many times.
I do not remember that.
He's pretty. Yeah, he's pretty hot. I think still. I remember like
So he's pretty hot.
he's pretty hot still. I think Ali Mashaka had posted a picture of like them two or something. Like
maybe that's
old and new
what
or
I
something.
saw.
Yeah, which put some respect on Ali and AJ's names.
Yeah,
I'm seeing them tonight with Heather. Yeah, we're going to the Greek to see him tonight.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah. Thanks, Heather.
Have fun.
Heather's like the designated concert ticket buyer in our friendship.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're going to go see Ellie and AJ tonight.
We are.
Wow.
Yeah.
Have fun.
I will.
Wow. Cool.
Thanks. Shout out to when us three went to go see them in Pioneer Town.
That was,
Alan
An
and AJ
experience.
is just like,
they're just those girls.
get into them.
So that's yours is
Mine kind of was a rabbit hole.
but it was good.
Oh, yeah.
That was crazy.
Lindsay Lohan, she was that girl.
She was tired of rumors starting. She was sick of being followed. She was tired of people lying, saying what they want about her. That was rumors lyrics in case anybody didn't catch that. In case you're uncultured and you don't know rumors.
Well, I mean, clearly the people are cultured enough to listen to this podcast. So,
Yeah, maybe.
but maybe they just need a little bit of guidance.
Yeah.
They just need our recommendations and our guidance and like us to hold their hand to the next, like the upper echelon of culture,
Yeah.
which is where we live with the Disney Channel Circle of Stars. It's us and the Disney Channel Circle of Stars.
It's us and the Disney Channel Circle of Stars. And if you're not there or if you weren't there, then sorry.
Sorry. I don't condone gatekeeping unless it comes to the Disney Channel Circle of Stars. You either had to be there or
you suck.
Or you suck.
Sorry.
Or you're an Aries or Sagittarius.
And a dream was never a wish you could make with your heart.
Period.
Okay.
Period.
Your dreams were not coming true.
No. Oh my God. Really quick before we move on from Disney Channel, because I feel like we can have a whole separate episode on that.
Oh, yeah.
Remember from one of the Disney Manias, Lalaine did Cruella de Vil?
Yeah.
Lalaine needs her flowers.
Wasn't she like doing drugs or something?
I think so.
I hope she's doing okay. I don't know if she ever... I feel like she missed a golden opportunity to be like the... Not Amy Winehouse, but that kind of grungy sound. I feel like she would have been perfect for that kind of music. And man, it would have been amazing to see Lalaine take off.
I know.
Because I forget what ethnicity she was. Or she is, sorry. But I don't know. I feel like her...
It wasn't white, which was, you know, different for Disney Channel.
I feel like her representation would have been monumental for everyone. You know, it would have been nice to see her career like take off with music or acting or otherwise, because she was very talented and like really a fun actress.
She was in Easy A.
She
was a really quick cameo in Easy A. Yeah. It's towards the end when like Olive is coming to terms with the fact that she's gonna have to tell the truth and like everyone hates her. And she leaves like someone's shop or someone's work, like one of the guys that she'd like lied for or whatever. And she runs into this girl and the girl's Lalaine. And she's like, oh my God, blah, blah, blah. And she like tells her some type of like tea or some drama or something. And Olive is like, yeah, okay, cool. And she's like, oh my God, okay, cool. Okay, bye. And she like runs away. And Olive is like, who the fuck was that? And if you're like a real one or fucking whatever, you'll know that it's Lalaine.
No
that
way.
whole movie's full of just people from fucking Disney Channel and Teen Nick. Yeah, like obviously Amanda Bynes, Lalaine's in it, Lalaine, whatever. Like everyone's in that movie. It's so funny.
Now I have to go rewatch that because I do not remember seeing her in that.
I only clocked it because me and Harm had gone to Seattle like last month or something, and Easy A was one of the free movies, so I watched it there and back. So I saw it and I was like, that's Lalaine.
That's fucking Lalaine. Yeah.
And Penn Badgley.
Hello.
Sorry. One last thing. One of the movies we didn't put in our bracket last episode, and I wish we fucking would have, The Stepfather with Penn Badgley.
Oh my God.
That also was an awakening of some kind, of something fierce.
That was a fierce awakening, I gotta say. I shook. The shorter hair.
Scrumdiddly yum yum.
A purr. Shout out to Quasi. I think that's how you say it. Please don't eat me up.
Who?
The guy who we just referenced from TikTok.
Oh.
I have to remember his name later.
Oh.
But I only bring up that he had the shorter hair because I think John Tucker Must Die came out either, I think, before The Stepfather. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But his hair was longer.
Yes.
And
I think it came out pre-Gossip Girl, honestly, too.
Yeah. So that, I think That was like one of the first times I ever seen him. And he had this long floppy hair, and then seeing him in The Stepfather with like the shorter hair, and you're like, damn.
Penn Badgley, you know what too? I just listened, we mentioned it in the first episode, Pod Crushed. I haven't listened to Pod Crushed in a minute, but they just did an episode with Taylor Momsen.
Yeah.
So I listened to it and it was so good. And they were talking about like Gossip Girl in general or whatever, and how like they really pushed for him to shave his head. That's why in the first episode he had shaved his head, because they like thought it would suit him better or something. And then as the show went on, it's really fucked up. Like, I love Gossip Girl, but the more I hear about the way they treated them on set, the more I feel bad for them. But Penn was saying that one of the only good things about that show is that the costume designers listened to the cast's like requests and took their personalities into account in the later seasons. So that's why he has the long hair towards the end, because he wanted long hair. So that was just
crazy.
A tangent that Penn Badgley's hair has gone through many ups and downs.
Yeah, and just to wrap that up, I hate hearing that, because it makes me so sad that like people in that world get away with shit like that. But I will say there will always be a makeup artist or a costumer, or like a wardrobe stylist who is gonna vouch for you. So if anybody out there is like, I mean, I don't know what the state of like the industry is going to be in now or later, given everything that's going on. But people in film are crazy and awful. But you can trust in your wardrobe stylist and you can trust in your makeup person. I'm just going to say that.
That's very true. That is very, very true. I mean, I work in the beauty industry, and like, I feel like people have a really bad misconception of, I mean, hey, I've met a lot of people in the beauty industry that deserve the like the hate and like the assumption that people have that they're bitches. But in the beauty industry I've found myself in, or the part of the beauty industry I've found myself in, there's way more nicer people than mean. Like way more.
Yeah.
And I agree that like once you're actually in the field of doing makeup or working with people, and not just like really uppity higher ups and like, you know, CEO type level people, the people in the beauty community are really, really nice.
Yeah.
Especially on sets, I can imagine, where like that's like your safe space kind of.
Yeah, it really depends. Like, I mean, that's a whole other episode.
Yeah, we have an episode ready for that one.
Yeah, like that's a whole other thing. But like specifically like film and television, I've met makeup people that like were not the best. But you do meet people who are really nice, because to your point, it kind of is a safe space for actors or for whoever. Like, you're kind of in charge of like how they look. So if you can't trust your makeup person or your wardrobe person, it kind of feels like a lonely experience. So at least in a world where like you have directors who honestly don't really know what the fuck they're talking about. I don't care how long that they've been doing it. Like, male directors specifically, like, you guys fucking suck. But they will say like random things like, oh yeah, like let's shave his head. And it's like, why? Oh, just cause. Like, it doesn't fit anything. Like, it has nothing to do with the character development or anything. Like, and also if it's making your actor feel like uneasy, why would you make him do that?
Right.
But then you have people, you know, that can vouch for you or can, you know, be in your corner. And I think that's really important, because you end up traumatizing actors for no fucking reason. Like,
yeah. I feel like that probably, I have like 2 points. I feel like that's probably why, one, so many like, you know, teen actors and stuff like that, which has been discussed ad nauseum. Like, I'm not going to say anything that hasn't already been said. Yeah. But that's probably why, one, so many teen actors go off the rails, because they've been so like controlled and like coerced into things, or like, you know, isolated. And then two, that's probably why so many celebrities get together and almost like pass each other around, because the community of people that get them is probably very small. Yeah. I feel like it's harder to date outside of your industry than in. Yeah. So I feel like that's why Lindsay Lohan's list is this long, and why Chad Michael Murray has been passed around
and every
like a beach ball at a Nickelback concert. It's bouncing around the web like a beach ball at a Nickelback concert.
Oh my god. Yep. But yeah, that's anyway, more celebrity gossip that altered our brain.
Yeah. Because we just got into a lot of it, but an official point, not a tangent. Let's get into it.
my next ones, I have to. I'm just gonna get them out of the way so that we don't want to make this
Too long.
But my next one was gonna be Bow Wow and Sierra. Yes, Bow Wow and Sierra dated for a little bit, and I'm only bringing it up because I didn't realize it altered my brain chemistry because it's something that was like it was such a moment in time during the time where like both of their careers were kind of taking off, and it was just not random, but it was like, oh wow, like that happened. And I think they broke up pretty amicably. I think like his career was like, taking off, and like so was hers. And it was just such a cute little like moment in time that like they dated.
Right.
And now like, that Sierra has kind of, come to where she's come to in her career and like dated Future and like
that's weird.
gross. But now she's like happily married and like, she's got her kids and she's thriving and doing amazing. Bow Wow, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what's going on with you. But yeah, I when I saw that, I was like, oh shit, like I completely forgot about that.
I had no idea they dated until right now.
Yeah.
Like, literally right now. I had no idea about that.
Yeah, it was just so like not random, but I was like, oh shit, yeah, like that did happen. And it was kind of like a big, like, oh, like, the two up and coming like R&B, like pop, like heartthrobs.
I know, huh?
Like, yeah, I thought it was really cute that they dated.
I know Sierra had such a moment.
She is the moment. She is that girl.
She just had like such a big moment when we were younger, I remember.
Oh yeah, that goodies.
I mean, the girls weren't ready.
They weren't.
And I think they still aren't.
They will never be ready for Goodies by Sierra.
For that heat.
For 1-2 Step with Missy Elliott.
Y'all, I'm still not ready for that one. I could admit that about myself.
Yeah. But yeah, so that was like my one little one. And of course, I have to bring up
who?
Robert and Kristen.
Mm-hmm.
Robert and Kristen.
Mm-hmm.
Now that was like the first couple. I don't even want to call them that because what a mess.
Mm-hmm. Aries. Kristen Stewart's an Aries. Just want to put that out there.
Well, there you have it.
Get your brother in.
I don't know what Rob is, but I feel like maybe he's a Taurus or something.
You're right, he is. I think he's a triple Taurus.
I'm learning. I'm learning the ways of astrology.
You're scheming, you're plotting, you're making the calculations.
I understand.
Yep.
I now I can just look at people and tell.
Yep.
But yeah, I was like, I feel like he's a Taurus. That's so funny. But yeah, they were like, that was the first time that I feel like I was truly, truly invested in a celebrity couple. Like, I feel like collectively everybody was all in their business. But that was the first time I'd ever seen it that bad, like with news people. Like, I don't think I'd ever seen celebrities get hounded about their relationship as much as them two.
Yeah, and I mean, that's a whole other episode too, just about Twilight. But like, just between Twilight and them as a couple and all the other movies they were doing, like in the midst of Twilight, like just that whole time of life was so like just intense.
Yeah.
And like it was in our face all the time. Like if you think, it's bad for like Harry Styles or Taylor Swift, like it was 20 million times worse for Kristen Stewart and Robert Pattinson. It was horrible. It was every day we were seeing some like really bad shit about them. But Kristen Stewart's an Aries, and that's all I have to say about her whole cheating scandal that happened towards the end of their relationship.
Yeah. And that's funny because I feel like at the time I too was one of those people that like really hoped that the rumors were true that they were together, because like that type of chemistry in a film, just like I wasn't I'm sure other people had it, but I wasn't old enough at the time to really notice. Before, before the age of Twilight, like I'm sure there were plenty of celebrity couples that we couldn't even count on two hands that that worked on a film together. The chemistry was what it was, and they ended up together.
Right.
But this was the first time that I was paying attention to something like that, and it was like an undeniable chemistry. So of course everyone wanted to know that if they were together, because everyone wanted them to be together.
Right.
But it got to a point where it's like, God damn, like leave these people alone. Like I'm sure they're tired of being nice to all of the news anchors and the Today shows and like the nighttime shows, because every single news person, every single talk show host, without fail, asked them if they were a couple.
Right.
And I'm sure it got exhausting dodging the question, even though it was obvious, because like obviously the whole breakup thing was a big deal. So like by the time everyone figured out or knew officially that they were together, the rumors of the breakup were already kind of swirling.
Yeah.
So it's like you guys denied this entire time, only for everyone to be more in your business when you find out that Rob got cheated on. And as much as like we can argue that like, Kristen cheating on Rob was really fucked up. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
But you guys ruined that girl's career. Like, there's so many men that have done so many worse things than cheating.
Well, I mean, Kristen Stewart did all right. She ended up being Princess Diana in a movie, and she was in Charlie's Angels, which was a flop.
Yeah.
But she's doing all right.
I mean, she did, but like, did anyone watch those movies, really?
No.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, she did end up, playing Princess Diana, which is amazing.
Yeah.
But, I mean, yeah, she ended up doing fine later on.
Yeah.
But, like, at the time, like, no, everyone flamed her for a mistake that people make all the fucking time.
And guys, let's not be stupid. It was such an industry planted mistake. The way that they're like so perfectly posed in the bright sun, her and the director of a movie they were trying to promote. Like, guys, let's not be dumb. If they did cheat, it was calculated cheating. If not, just total PR stunt.
Yeah.
But that's my conspiracy theory.
Right. Right. Yeah.
And that's what the girls are saying.
Right. So whether the cheating thing is planted or not, like, the fact that everyone made her out to be like this monstrous human being for cheating on poor Robert. You guys cheat on your partners for less. You guys do worse things to your partners every day. So none, all the people that were going in on Kristen do not have any moral high ground. I don't think, personally.
Yeah.
Because like,
well, that's how it always is. People who do shit feel like they can,
yeah,
whatever. That's a whole other topic too. We have so many episodes planned. Like, we have an episode planned on just like friendship and relationship like standards that people don't even hold themselves to. So it's like,
yeah,
there's lots to get into in the future.
A lot there, but
and we have a lot to say.
We have a lot to say. Yeah, these episodes can easily be 2 hours, but we don't want to do that to you.
Yeah, we don't want to make it too long.
Yeah, but anyway, Rob and Kristen definitely altered my brain chemistry. So those are my like major ones.
Really quick honorable mention, Penn Badgley and Zoe Kravitz being a couple. Still to this day, I'm not over it. I think about it every day.
I will never be over it.
Never over it. And another thing, them canceling High Fidelity with Zoe Kravitz starring in it. Hulu. That's why I canceled my subscription. I'm going to say
Just so you know.
Just so you know.
In case you were wondering.
In case you were wondering.
That's why I'm not a customer of yours anymore.
And that's why I haven't seen The Bear season 2. Because I canceled it.
Oh, no.
I was so upset.
Damn. Yeah, I didn't watch either of those shows, so I'm sorry.
High Fidelity's so good.
You did say that, but I don't know where I was.
It would piss you off, though, because she really is very reminiscent of people we both know in that show.
Oh.
Just stupid shit that she does.
Oh.
She dresses cute, but yeah, she does some stupid shit in that show.
Oh, no. Okay.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
I don't want to get triggered.
Oh, yeah.
Watching that show.
You might.
Yeah, I figured that was God protecting me.
Yeah.
Protecting my feelings.
Look at God.
Look at God. But yeah, and I feel like it wasn't really that long that they were together, was it?
No, I think it was like 2 years, year and a half.
Oh, damn.
But enough for Penn to write a whole album about.
you know you really got like a magical like something in you that a man could only date you for a year and a half, maybe 2 years, and conduct an entire album about you. You really.
Or just date a Scorpio.
Oh, okay.
That too.
That too.
It was a mixture of both.
Yeah.
They're just, what a match made in heaven.
I guess.
Short-lived.
I guess not.
Too short-lived. Gone too soon.
I really was rooting for that. And now he's like straight up
A dad.
a dad and a married man. A married dad. Huh.
Heavy sigh.
It's cute. I wish I could get it.
Well, I think this whole episode really just mostly was about Chad Michael Murray.
Yeah.
And just why? Real quick,
Just
why?
Why? Why are you like this? Leave these women alone.
Chad Michael Murray, leave these women alone.
Alone. No, just kidding. We love you. We
Come back.
Come back. And stop doing those ads. You're better than that. Stop it.
You deserve better.
You deserve better. Please do. Now you know who would have been perfect in Barbarian? Chad Michael.
You know what?
No offense, Bill Skarsgård. I love you down. But
He served, but Chad Michael Murray would have also served.
wouldn't that have been fun?
Yeah.
Like, that would have been a fun comeback for Chad Michael Murray to do Barbarian. Yeah. Or any type of like horror. I feel like he would do really well in the horror genre.
What was that horror movie we just watched where every time someone answered the phone, like, was it Smile? Smile, right? That movie that we just watched, like the people that smile at you, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Chad Michael Murray would have served in that movie too.
Yeah. Oh, Chad playing like a cop type.
Get Chad Michael Murray's agent on the phone.
Let's call him up. We just want to chat. Clearly, you're not serving your client's best interests, and I feel like we could do better.
This is why I'm the manager.
This is why you're the manager, because I agree. I think Chad Michael Murray would have been perfect in Smile as like the cop ex-boyfriend that has like saved the day in a horror movie. Oh my God,
that would have been perfect.
Fabulous, fabulous casting.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we should end it here.
Wrap it up.
Thank
you for listening. I know it was kind of a wild ride.
That was a very wild ride.
So yeah, those were that was the drama from the early 2000s and beyond that altered our brain chemistry.
Yes, it was. So thank you for listening and or watching. This is our 3rd episode. So we have many, many, many more topics to get through. So you're just going to have to sit here and listen.
Yeah, and hopefully if any of this resonates with you, you will continue to listen and let us know. Give us some feedback, anything that you want to hear us talk about, because we can talk.
Oh, yeah.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah. And leave a comment about, I don't know, what your favorite celebrity drama was from the early 2000s. I'd like to hear about it.
Or current.
Yeah, or current.
If something, if there's any celebrity gossip currently that's happening that we may not really be as invested in, let us know, because
oh yeah,
we love it.
Oh yeah, we live for it.
We live for the drama.
So let the folks know where they can find you.
Yes, you can find me on all social platforms at KEI_ARAA.
And you can find me at Revolting Youth with zeros for O's. And we did fix the TikTok issue. It's at 2.long.pod. And Instagram is at I don't want to make this too long pod.
Yes. So if you want to keep up with us and see what we're doing and see what we're all about, follow us there.
Period. All right. Well, I guess that's it for now.
Yes.
All right.
Bye, friends.
Bye, friends.